referencing really what is a landmark book by Thomas W. Myers. Just look at the connective tissue bands that we're speaking of, connecting from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the foot. So imagine if you're about 5.5 feet tall, you have about a 6.5 foot long band of tissue that connects the top of your skull all the way down to the bottom of your big toe. There's a theory that says that there's a thickening of that thoracolumbar fascia, that intermediate area where the lat muscles connect, which then anchor into the top of the hip crest and the iliotibial band. And then of course that anchored into the Achilles tendon and the heel, and then the plantar fascia all the way down to the far end of the big toe. Okay, and so the thicker side, the more deformed side, imagine you take a Ziploc plastic baggie, you throw it over the fire, you pull it out, and it's all deformed, and it'll never take its normal shape once again, unfortunately, but it puts this chronic tension on this one side. And part of that kinetic chain is when people do chin-ups or a lat pull down on the concave side of their mid-back, they're not really engaging their lat muscles, they're actually engaging their teres minor, teres major, and their triceps muscles over here. And they're, if anything, overusing the lat muscles on the opposite side. So what we try to do in this particular case is we will have this person, we won't put their arm out of joint, but on this guy we're gonna go ahead and do that and turn that arm around, good. And this person is gonna reach out here and grip on just with the fingertips, okay, just with the fingertips. We don't want to engage the thumb because we don't want to turn on the forearm muscles. We're just focusing on keeping the arm down, back in the socket, keeping the shoulder blade down, and I'm tracking that while you are in motion. If the person's convexity in their mid-back is to the right side, we want to actually open up the opposite side, and we do that by hinging the table in this direction and then reaching out with this arm, okay? So we're coming out this way, we're opening up the concavity like this and making sure that we're focusing our breathing